And welcome everyone to round 2 of season 2 of Shadow Realm Rivals.
Hell yeah.
Where we put our drivers up against each other on 2 separate teams and make them battle it out. Well, welcome to Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a brand new Rivals arena created by Chewy from Team Shadow Realm. And I don't know about you, Slay. I know you did some of the art on this, but I think this is awesome.
Yeah, this is actually becoming one of my favorite maps on the game now. I always tell people, you know, try to describe it to them. I always say it's English Town, but on steroids. So
English Town on steroids, yeah. It's definitely something like that. I mean, it's got the English Town kind of vibe in the middle, and then a big outer kick in the beginning and the end. And I mean, it's just, I don't know. I drove it a little bit yesterday and today and earlier in the week, and it's so much more challenging than it looks.
Oh, definitely.
It's definitely, like, it's hard to get from this first outer zone into the second outer zone, and it's hard to get from the 4th outer zone to the 5th.
Oh, but coming in and out of that big 8 is definitely the challenging part, and that's where you're going to see a lot of these drivers pulling ahead, taking off in speed. I think that's the challenge, but it's going to make a good map for a lot of a lot of doors.
A lot of doors, good tandems, and a lot of consistent battles. I think overall, I think we're going to get some really cool stuff. But
absolutely. Get into some rules real quick, buddy. How you feeling?
Let's do it. So we got 2 drivers battle head-to-head. Battles will consist of 2 runs, and judges are going to determine a winner based off of line, angle, and style.
Yeah, so with that, we are allowing, we want to see you guys throwing it. We want to see you having fun. We're not looking, it's kind of like FD ruling, but we're trying to have a lot more emphasis on the style. You know what I mean?
Especially with Rivals, we are going to give extra points to those who do some cool stuff, So, and speaking of which, so for the lead, you want the lead to run an ideal line. You want them to run a follow, goodness gracious. I'm going to start this over. Make the run followable for the chase, and then follow the momentum map, which, speaking of the momentum map, I think we have something of that nature that we'll get to a little bit later on. But the chase is going to want to maintain close proximity, match or better the lead run's line, angle, speed, and style, and don't hit the lead.
Yeah, rubbing is racing.
I was going to say, we're a little bit lax in Rivals. Like, if you're rubbing on them and making them know that you're there, like, you gotta make it happen. And Ethan, I see you in chat. Me and you are gonna have a talk later.
Oh, we already heard about it. You don't worry about it.
Yeah, we don't you worry, okay?
Yeah, I think a little rubbing is nice. Just don't mess up the lead. I think that's what we're looking for. But yeah, here.
That's the big thing. But
there has been a couple changes to this map. I will point that out, but we'll go over that as we get there. But yeah,
absolutely. So we're gonna have the Madden style overlay here that Slay cooked up for us.
Yeah, so as you can see,
so drivers are going to start down here at the bottom right where Slay's at and take it away.
As you can see, we have the green line here. That's going to be the starting gate. We're going to allow the drivers to approach here. I have a little bit of a time for initiation right before they have to take this big first outer bank right here. First outer bank, there's a tiny decel. We got word from Chewy allowing you to get a tiny decel going into the figure 8. You're gonna have to get these big outer zones. Now you will notice on the big map there has been changes, and these are not little touch and go zones. These are actually going to be big outer zones now. So I think that's going to be a little bit better for the drivers, but allow them to cross over, get the other half of this big section 8 here, and it once again cross over. And once again, another slight decel going into this final outer zone along this bank and crossing the line here. So,
yeah, so big outside zone, English town, big outside zone.
Exactly.
Is what we're looking at here, you know, and then that's kind of what the action is for this map. And it's a little bit different, but you guys know Chewy, who drives all the time for us, cooks up some crazy stuff. Amazing modeler, amazing artist. Oh, like he does.
Oh, you should see him on this map. There's a reason he's not allowed to compete this round.
yeah.
Definitely there's an unfair advantage in that one.
Yeah. We had to write in a new rule.
We make them as we go.
Yeah, you know, it's our own team, so we feel like we can do that a little bit. But we're super excited for this round, and I think we're about to be able to kick it off.
I think if we want to get Heretic and Scoot up to the lines, we'll get everybody ready to go and get this thing kicked off.
Sounds good. Well, let's get.
You have any big predictions from you?
Up. Me? Oh man, you know, I'm gonna take it battle by battle. Team wise, I got spite in my blood, man. I don't know. Like
I gotta come to the dark side, my friend. It's nice over here.
I know.
We're winning.
I know.
I don't know if you realize, but
I know you're winning.
9-6 at the moment.
It's 9-6, dude. There's nothing wrong with a little short deficit. Okay, you know, like a little bit to put a little bit of dirt on your shoulders so you can spread off. You know.
Absolutely.
So,
whenever
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely, but yeah, I think we got Blue Hawk working the light tonight. So once we have Scoot back to the line, Heretic in the lead, we'll go ahead and send him off.
Sounds like a fantastic plan to me. Let's go see what we got going on back here. We got Boost in his E36 sitting. That's the Corolla as per usual. Bun Shiesty S650 tidal wave in the M2. That'll be fun. Rainer in the 400. Mr. Scoot in his M3. Apprentice Tofu lad in the S650.
Scoot's having some issues or not.
Scoot?
Yeah, he's supposed to be getting to the line there.
Come on, Scoot. We get to moving, brother. Let's check under the hood.
Oh, there you go.
Never mind.
Said,
okay,
no.
Yeah, there he goes.
My time, I got you, buddy.
We're good.
So we will have Scoot in the chase, Heretic in the lead this first run.
All right, and it looks like both drivers on the line. We got the names up so you know who is who. And we'll be kicking this off.
Yeah, Blue Hawk, go ahead and send him when you're ready.
And here we go. Off to a good, nice, clean initiation. Almost no handbrake from Heretic out in the lead. Little bit of a decel going in here. Scoot going 2 off. Heretic going maybe 1 or 2 off as well. As they go into the second outer zone, a little bit of really not too much wavering, more so just surging.
Absolutely. I think the drivers are just trying to find their placements in this one, but no big corrections thus far.
No huge corrections. Scoot needs to get a little bit closer, and he does towards the end. I didn't see anything there that made me want to go, hey, that was a big mistake.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? So
coming in and out of that big 8 is what I was saying earlier, too. That's where you're going to see a lot of acceleration from a lead. That's the challenging part in the chase to kind of keep up that proximity right there.
Absolutely. Well, we'll kick off the second half of this battle.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and send them, Blue.
Scoot is off to a hot start. Big initiation, getting a big gap, but into the wall he goes.
Heretic falling behind a little bit, but he is putting him down the line, cutting shallow on that to keep up. Into this next zone, though, both shallow. Both drivers a little bit shallow going into this big outer zone. Cutting across into this transition. Good proximity. A little bit too much from Heretic, though. That will be a 0 from both drivers.
Be a 0 for both drivers going off of a single run here. So judges tonight are. Do you want to announce who the judges are, or should I just go ahead and
I think we're going to keep
break the news to everybody today. We're going to keep it private. Judges are anonymous.
None of your business who the judges are, bro.
Yeah, no, for real. It's our own team. We're working on our own team and everything, but we will say that there are no judges that are going to be impartial. I'll say that. Or impartial. Wait, no, that's the opposite of what I wanted to say. No judges that are going to be biased. We're hating on everybody tonight. Man, these liveries are nice. Who did these, Slay?
Oh, no, some guy.
Some dude named Slay. No, fantastic artwork on these things. And I don't know if these will ever be something that the community will touch, but I mean, we like to do little secret, not secret, but little, you know, private things for the team.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely a good time. I think that's a big point of doing this for me, myself. You know, I like doing this because it gives people something to look forward to, gets them all practicing together, gets them, you know, builds the camaraderie and gets everybody excited. I think that's the big driving force behind these. For me, at least, you know, I can only speak for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, it's fun to have extra stuff to play with, you know.
All right, so non-unanimous decision on this one. We got a 2-1
non-unanimous.
So we got 1 OMT and 2 going for Heretic there. Heretic taking a point for Trance early.
Taking a point for Team Trance.
And what we have for just so you know, keep everybody inside of in the same page as everybody else in the staff area and the judging booth. The reason for that is Scoot zeroed lead and the run was over at the point that he did 0, getting into that wall. So we're going off of the lead that Heretic had.
Yeah, the run was over at that point. So there was really nothing to do there. Heretic was able to lay down a lead. So therefore, boom, he gets the point. So 1 point for Trance, 1 point for Heretic. And up next we have, oh man, yeah, climbing up in the standings a little bit. We got Tofu in the S650 leading Rainer in the 400Z. And I think we're ready to go. Both drivers off to a good start here. Tofu a little bit shallow on that first outside zone. Let's see how they go into the second outer.
Rainer is putting down a great chase, filling out all the zones. He does need to catch up a little bit, given that the proximity cut is a little bit shallow zone coverage from Tofu.
A little bit shallow, but I think he's doing a little bit more. And Rainer
a little off from Rainer.
Way wide on outer 4. As they go into 5, Tofu with a pretty commanding lead. I think Tofu has pretty solid advantage. Oh God, Tofu has died. Tofu is, oh no, he's alive. He's okay.
Yeah, there was a 2
Rainer,
drop, I believe, on the Rainer.
Yeah, Rainer dropped 2, and I mean that was pretty big. And I think he might have dropped 2 a little bit before that as well. So I don't know if we count them up as points, but nonetheless, we're off on the second half.
Yeah. Rainer out in front, nice initiation, getting a good coverage of that zone and just taking off. Tofu catching up, no problem though. They're coming into the figure. A little bit of a tap there. I don't know if that was in the decel zone or not.
It almost looked like Rainer over-angled a little bit in that zone, and I don't know if that's going to make any difference in what the judges have to say. But overall, Rainer putting down a pretty good lead, minus the maybe potential mistake that he had in outer 2. But Tofu, better proximity overall than what Rainer had in his chase.
Yeah, very good run from both drivers.
Very good run. Happy to see it. I don't know. It's going to be a hard decision, but
I'm not seeing anything from the drivers yet. Give them a minute here. Maybe we can watch some replay and see if that'll help narrow it down for us a little bit here.
Yeah, let's get some replay action in here and see what we can see.
Timing is a little messed up. This is a very long track, so forgive the timing issues on some parts.
We're doing what we can, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing what we can. We're stepping up production. We're trying to put on a better show for y'all. Instead of looking at our stinky faces, we're going to give you some action. How about that?
I believe the point that I would personally like to see is going to be in Rainer's lead run.
I want to see that potential over-rotation. Looks like Rainer over-angled a little bit in that
That's
zone.
what
I don't know if that's
sure
going to make any
it
difference
first.
in what the judges have to say.
Yep, here it
But
is right here.
overall, Rainer putting down a pretty good lead, minus the maybe potential mistake that he had in outer 2.
No, that's the second
But
half.
Tofu,
I think it just got
better
cut short.
proximity overall.
Just got
Almost
cut
looked
short.
like
That's
Rainer
okay. I remember
over-angled
what I
a little
saw,
bit in that
okay?
zone, and I don't know if that's going to make any difference in what the judges have to say. But overall, Rainer putting down a pretty good lead, minus the.
I will say there is the 2 drop from Rainer in the chase as well, and that is going to be a big factor for the judges.
That 2 drop is going to be a big factor, and really, I think if we had the first part of the first half of the second half of the run, I really or was it the second half? No, the first half of the run. I think Rainer dropped 2 in outer 2 as well, or was it outer 2? I'm not sure, but it looks like. Okay, we have a decision.
All right, judges are going to say it's going to be Tofu on that one. So it's going to be Trance 2, Team Spite 0.
Man, yeah, I wore my Spite shirt tonight, Slay.
That's funny. I got a Trance shirt on right now.
Yeah, it's funny. We're gonna have a fist fight one of these
Hold
days.
on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Naked?
Or a kiss fight. A kiss fight. Yeah. Or
Wait,
wait.
Hold
a
on.
naked fist fight or a
Fist
closed kiss fight? Which one? Are we live?
I don't know.
Oh shoot. Anyway, so we have 6 shadows in the lead.
Going into the next round, 6 shadows in the lead. Sit in the chase. This is a matchup that I'm very excited for.
Oh, absolutely. 2 drivers that talk a lot of shit and are ready to throw down at the same time.
Sit.
6 shadows, commanding lead, grabbing all of that first outer zone, but dropping 2
Ooh, both drivers coming
on
off the
the
track.
second outer. I don't know. I think Sid only dropped 1, but we got full coverage of the second outer zone third outer zone by both drivers. These transition points are really tricky. I mean, I can tell you by driving it, it's not easy.
Coming into this last long stretch here is where you're going to see a lot of power come from the drivers. But Sit looking really nice in that chase. I didn't see a lot of mishaps, no wobbles, great mimic. So this is definitely going to be a pressure run for Sick. But personally, I know he's got
6 shadows put down. This dude has driven in the ESJ World League, going on to the World Round next weekend.
Oh, absolutely. No stranger to competition.
No stranger to
A little too
competition.
close. I'm not sure if he hit Sit going off initiation or not. He's just letting Sit know he's right there.
He's letting them know he's right there. I mean, I don't know. He's really got to come back and drop 2 in the lead there.
That is the big
He's got
thing.
a lot of work to do.
He's going to have
He's got a lot of work
to
to do.
try to bully Sit into making a mistake here.
He has to. Sid has to make a mistake. And it's not looking like that's going to happen.
They're putting down a very nice lead there.
I mean, 6 Shadows did everything he could have done in the chase to force a mistake. but it wasn't enough. Sit's gonna walk away with that.
If it wasn't for that tire drop, I would give it to Sick. But Sit, you know, he did what he had to do in his lead run. That's going in and out of that big Section 8 is going to be the challenge we're going to see tonight.
I agree, and we have a call, and it's a unanimous decision, and we were correct. Mr. Dr. Sit.
It's putting one on the board for the Spite Boys. And now
Sid is putting one on the board for Spite.
We get to hear about that for the next week. Hope you boys are excited.
Yeah, we get to, for the next week.
You know what I get,
really?
though?
You're going to limit it at the week?
I get a little present myself, though.
You do get a present? What kind of present are you getting?
Dick owes me a certain kind of picture.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Well,
you know, a little bit of a motivation as a coach to my drivers. You know, you gotta give them some motivation.
Fair enough.
Sometimes
fair enough.
It's manipulation, you know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, going into the next round, we're going to have Ethan Turner, Daddy Ethan, going to be leading Bun Shiesty.
As I call him, beef burrito inhaling, beef burrito eating, beef meat eater Ethan Turner. Why do I call him that? I still haven't figured it out.
A lot.
But that's what I call him, and he needs to be at the line because we have Bun Shiesty ripping and raring to go.
Gotta give the man a second. He has to get the baby buckled up, you know, make sure everything's tight, secured.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he actually... So from what we understand, Ethan Turner actually brings his baby along in the car.
Bro.
Yeah, he's got it's a very safe arrangement, but there is a baby in there. So know that he's handling a lot while he's doing this right now.
All right, and they are off. Very nice flick entry from Ethan.
He's out here.
Bun looking like he has a little bit too much angle, maybe less angle will help him catch up there. Very nice
creeping
transition.
in onto Ethan, though, but Ethan is locked in. I mean, this is maybe one of the better leads that we've seen tonight.
Definitely.
He's if he could link this last corner, which it looks like, he's a little bit shallow, but Bun Shiesty's there.
Very nice.
The thing is Bun Shiesty was there. At this point, judges are going to have to look for a mistake in the second half of the run. If Ethan is able to put on better proximity than what Bun Shiesty was able to put on in the first half of the run,
need some doors,
Ethan will take the run. But basically, Ethan, you got to put it on his door. That's how you're going to win right here.
Put it on the bone.
Give him the heat early on and continue throughout the rest of the run.
Got to get Shiesty on the bones, bro.
Take it away.
Very nice entry from Bun, almost mimicking Ethan's entry there. Very stable coming into the big figure 8 here. Notice both drivers had a slight decel going into there just to make sure they're blocking into that zone. Ethan a little bit shallow. I would suggest probably better proximity than Bun, though. That's just me being biased.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ethan does have better proximity, and me being not biased and just calling it how it is. Ethan does have better proximity throughout the entire track.
No doubt about it, that last zone.
knocking on Bun's door.
Give him a little friendly booty tap, you know?
And brother, I'm just gonna have to say it. I think Ethan takes it away.
Yeah, I think just the proximity in the chase is really the big factor there, and Ethan definitely delivered a little bit better proximity there. But overall, great battle.
It's a close call. I could see an argument for an OMT. Justin Kelly in the chat says OMT. I can see an argument for it, but
we do have all judges agree that it's going to be Ethan.
Well, Ethan's taking it away. Oh man, I hate it here. That's 3 for Trance and 1 for Spite. Gentlemen, let's step it up. I'm just kidding. You guys got this. We're letting them take it a little bit. Let them take it a little bit, and then we're going to steal it back.
That's usually how it goes.
Okay. That's what's gonna happen. No kind of crap going on around here.
So finishing out the first round here, we have Nebbish in Heat 5 going against Boost in the chase. This is going to be the final battle for the first round.
All right, and we got Boost in the chase here in that E46. Nebbish taking the lead in that NASCAR engine Advia, which I love, dude. I love this car.
Well, it's a
one of
good
my
car.
favorites in the pack.
I'm glad Nebbish is giving it some love, you know.
Me too, man.
Right,
But here we are. We are off. Boost with the shaky legs, doing a damn good job in the chase.
He had a little twisted T before his run. He's fine.
Oh, did he? He's
dropping
doing just
a
fine.
little bit there from
And Nebbish
Nebbish.
dropping a little bit of tire. But Boost is locked in right now. Nebbish is laying down a pretty good lead line outside of that little tire droppage. Really no wobbles, no mistakes.
Great transitions.
Really to harry about. But
coming into this
last Boost is
as well. Boost is right on his door though,
Boost
but Nebbish
is here. Boost is ready to go.
I would say that's probably one of the better runs of the night. Both drivers doing exactly what they need to do. I will say I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2 drops from Nebbish, but there was a tire drop going into the big section 8.
Yeah, I mean, Nebbish did a great job. I mean, that was fantastic. I don't know how many there was dropped, but we'll have to see what happens in the second half. Little flick entry from Boost here, Mr. Poland. But Nebbish right on the door.
Looking really nice.
Boost dragging a little bit of that front tire.
Ooh, Boost dropping maybe 1 there. Going into this next big outer zone here. Both looking great. Very locked in. No wobbles. No stutters. Coming into this transition point. Nebbish right on his door. I don't know if there could be any more room in between them there. Coming into this last zone.
A little waver on angle, but at the same time, there was no zone there. So, I don't know. Nebbish was there the whole time.
That was, man. That was, for me, that's probably the best runs of the night. And I think the judges agree because they've all 3 said OMT. So
OMT,
first
OMT
of the night.
OMT across the board, and that was a fast one too. So that one's gonna be we're gonna see that one again really quick, and we got some nasty donuts here going. They know what happened.
They're pleased with each other. They're friends.
Back to pit, get those new tires, and let's get in here. But as we're sitting here, let's go through our sponsors really quick while drivers get back here. We have Corey Works, DHP, ESDA, Moza Racing, Cal Automotive, MRC Media, SlayJ, the man, the myth, the legend, Nixter, Chewy. Oh man, Voson.
Goes on, man. You got some
it goes
amazing
on. It goes
partnerships,
on.
amazing individuals doing it all for the passion, man. I think that's why we're all here.
All for the passion, you know, and that's the thing. It's for the passion. It's so everyone can have a good time.
Exactly.
And speaking of good times, these gentlemen are having a great time.
Man, Boost knows what he needs to do. He's not playing around, man.
Some tire marks on the door of
Boost
Nebbish here.
getting a little bit too much love there. Make sure not to throw Nebbish off course, though. Right on his door.
Goodness. Good God.
I didn't know Boost could drive like this. What's going on here, man?
He wouldn't. A little bit of wavery there.
He's all right.
Third outer.
Nebbish is locked in, though.
But Nebbish is locked in. I mean, this is the top tier run.
I don't think he's even made a correction his whole lead.
I don't think so. And I know you're a trance guy and I'm a spike guy, but I'm going to agree with you there.
I didn't see a single
I don't think he made a correction. I don't think he made a correction there. I mean, that was just straight, clean, good to go.
And I know my trance man, and I know Nebbish is going to be able to put down identical chase in the first round here. So, right, they are off.
And we are off.
Nebbish, a little bit shallow going into that first zone. Tiny wall tap, no big deal at all. Just adding some style there, letting Boost know he's right behind him. Going into this transition into the first big outer zone here.
Boost with a little bit of an over angle in decel, but Nebbish handled it pretty well. I don't know if that was just that angle of the camera or what was going on. But as they go into the second, you know, the 2/3 part of this course and get into the final outer zone, both drivers are just locked in. This is going to be, the judges are going to want to watch replays. Yeah, I hate it here too. we got some nasty gentlemen on our team. So Mr. Poland shaky legs is wild. Yeah, it is a little wild. He understands though.
All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to the replays. We'll say Nebbish is looking a little bit better in proximity from the videos that we do have here. Oh no, Boost was looking pretty good right there. Oh man, and judges are still kind of quiet here. I'm sure. Putting full attention to these replays here, which I'm excited to have personally. So my opinion on my 2 cents is very identical, but sadly, you can't do double OMTs for the sake of time and all that, just for the competition. So we're gonna have to see what the judges come up with here.
Man, this is going to be a hard decision. I don't know.
All right, and judges do have a verdict here. They are going to give it to Boost on that one. Reasoning saying
Boost is going to take it away.
Yeah, they're saying based it was hard for them to do it, so they had to base it on both runs, and there was a slight tire drop from Nebbish in his first lead, and that would be the deciding factor for them.
Good enough. And that's going to do it.
Nebbish is going to come back real hungry round 2, we know it. But yeah, we're going to have...
Give me just a second between these two, like 30.
Oh, no worries here. Quick second while we let the drivers line up here. So next round, we're going to have Heretic in the chase, Bun Shiesty in the lead here. Let's see if we can get some more points on the board for Team Spite. Any predictions in the chat? How we all feeling tonight?
I'm thinking for this one, we got an all-American battle here.
I think Heretic, man, he's got some points on him, man. I think he might be the big underdog of the competition. Going into the first.
Bun into the wall off the initiation. No, that's a 0 off the rip.
That's definitely a hard run to swallow right out the gates here. Heretic keeping drift all the way through, putting down a chase run here. Getting close to him though. You know, Bun, he's not going to let that bother him. He's going to say, you know, there's still a chance, there's still hope. I need to finish out this run.
Oh yeah, and you might as well get a little bit of practice in too while you do it.
You can tell though, cleaned it up very nicely to finish it out. It is that one split decision though, you know, it's the tough call, it's hard to swallow, but happens to the best of us.
Bun has got to pray for a mistake from Heretic here.
No commentator curse though.
No commentator curse. I'm just saying that's what the man has to do. And I don't know if we're gonna get it. Heretic looks locked in tonight. And he goes a clean initiation in the first outer zone. A little bit shallow, but he's just got to put down a run.
Did have one tire in, and that's all he needed. Going into this next big outer zone, though. Filling out nicely. Bun having fun with it. Getting real nicely close to him. A little bit shallow on Heretic, but, you know, he's just trying to put down something that's safe and solid.
And Bun very shallow.
Oh, but Logan. A little bit of love.
Heretic. Going pretty off throttle right there.
There is a decel zone there, so we do have to account for that.
From the fourth outer to the fifth outer.
One sec here, maybe pull up some.
Can we pull up the track map?
Well, so that's the thing, is that was all done afterwards. So the track map.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Don't call me out on that, man. Jesus.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I think we got some video here, there.
I want to see it again. I want to see the video, and I want to see what this looks like. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm thinking we're only watching shallow on Heretic, but you know, he's just trying to put down something that's safe and solid. Going into this last outer zone here.
Bun very shallow.
Watch the momentum here on Heretic. I'm not seeing any momentum changes in the momentum gauges.
Going pretty
Those are green full through
right there.
But here's a decel zone there.
with the angle
shallow
that
on
he was
Heretic,
at,
but, you
I'm
know,
not
he's
sure
just
if
trying to
he
put
could
down
have
something
made it
that's,
to
safe
where
and
that
solid.
final outer zone was. Watch him check up. Bun
I'm
very
not seeing the
shallow.
momentum
Right
change.
here.
Though.
Oh,
Give
but
him a little bit of
Logan,
love. I see a lot
Heretic
of
momentum change, going but he checks the
pretty
angle a little
off
bit.
the
I mean,
road
I'm not
right
discounting what you're saying.
There
Bun
is a
Shiesty
decel
comes
zone
in
there.
hot.
So right here,
Okay.
shallow on Heretic, but,
right
you know,
here.
he's just trying to put down something
Bun is
that's,
making contact
safe,
right
solid.
there.
And that's where you're going to see the
very
change
shallow.
in momentum back.
Oh,
Forcing
but
Heretic a bit of
Logan,
love.
Heretic.
But for me
what's the-
personally, I'm going to...
Yeah, no, I'm with
Yeah.
you, but I mean, I get you. You know, I get you. I get you. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's... See, this is why we need replays, boys. The replays say
I
it
don't
all.
know. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. Heretic in the chat saying OMT.
Not your call. As the coach, I say you be
though.
quiet. Keep your mouth shut.
That's not
what are you
his
doing?
call, though.
Bring,
I don't know.
Bring coach the trophy, man. That's your one assignment here. All right, but judges are going to say Heretic's going to take that. That is going to be Bun at fault for that contact there.
All right, I think that's a good call. I
that?
think that's a pretty fair call overall. I don't think it's anything nasty. So, I don't know. We might have to slap some of the judges around after this, depending on what the chat says. But we'll figure that out later. Okay.
Hey, man. Doors are open.
Doors are always open. Doors are always open around here.
All right, but going into the next round here, we have Tofu leading Boost. Battle of the Brothers.
This is going to be
here.
a great one. Battle of the Brothers. Both drivers. Oh, Tofu off really inside, taking it away. Going along that wall, getting every bit of that and the second outer zone. Boost is staying on a nice, solid line.
Is Boost
not
underestimating the
trying to do
great
anything out of
Tofu?
there. He may be underestimating the great Tofu lad, but he doesn't do anything too crazy. Oh, as I say that, a little bit of an over angle. A lot of bit of an over angle, putting him in a
taking
little
off
bit of
there.
an inactive chase, and Tofu just took off. So, but Tofu made a big no-no in the beginning of the run.
Apparently,
so,
I got my numbers wrong here. So, Fight has 2 points. Trance has 4
yeah.
points.
What are you doing?
Dude,
what are you doing,
Playing
man?
favorites.
Come on.
And then chat has to call me out. You guys need to mind your own business, all right?
Thanks, Chips.
All right, going into the next round here, Boost in the lead. Tofu and Chase. Boost, nice flick entry. Tofu right behind him, both shallow a little bit. Tofu can drop it back a little bit, catching up really nicely though, going into the big figure 8.
And as they enter English Town, both drivers on the line that they need to be. Boost riding that outer zone the way that anybody has done it, the best that they could tonight, and Tofu right in the shadow. Dropping a little bit of tire on that fourth outer, but still sticking with the program. Boost a little bit of a wall tap to give it some character, but Tofu's right in his shadow, not letting him go anywhere. I don't know. I do not knoweth, but I think.
All right, somebody tell me what the score is supposed to be, because this is the 7th round, so there should only be 6 points. I don't know where you guys are getting the extra point for Trance.
Yeah, no, I think you're right at this point.
Because I got 2 points Heretic, 1 point Tofu, 1 point Ethan Turner for Team Trance. Yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong, you know.
Trance literally can't have 5 yet. It cannot be true.
All right. So judges do have a decision. They are going to say OMT. We have one OMT, one sit, and one tofu.
Un, dos, tres, cuatro. We do it again. I know you guys like Team TRANCE because there's new guys on the block, but come on.
Hey man,
I mean,
we're like
we can't give them
we're
all
like
the
the
credit.
Sith of the car world, you know. We used to be Spite, and then we're like, this stuff's too, you know, we could be,
Oh, come on now.
we could be
Come
cooler,
on
man. You just
now.
gotta
That's a
go join the
little bit
dark
of a
side.
stretch, don't
What do you
think?
mean?
Spite is the original dark side, and Boost is about to show you what we mean.
All right, let's see it going into this big, slick entry on that wall. Tofu a little shallow, but really far out. Oh, and he is going to drop two going into the
Gonna
big
drop two.
eight. Nice transition though. Continuing on, Boost does need to
Boost
pick.
dropping two in the
Boost
outer.
dropped two as well now, and he is quite far behind. He is going to have to close up that gap. Tofu going into this last outer zone though,
man.
just taking off on Boost. Coming out of the
Leaving
zone,
the
though.
outer zone. Yeah, leaving the outer zone. I don't know.
We're gonna have
And
to.
apologies if you can hear my puppy in the background. It's just
That's part of life.
part of what you have. It's part of what you got to deal with. I got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Okay. But I don't know if that early departure of that final outer zone is gonna hurt Tofu or not. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Going into the second half of this, Boost has to put down a very solid lead here. Very confident with Tofu, though. I know he's going to be able to put down a very nice chase. And yeah, Boost taking off. Very nice. No wobbles, no corrections. Coming into the big figure eight. Put him out the zone very nicely. Transitioning.
Boost riding that outer zone right on the paint.
Oh, yeah.
Tofu he's mimicking everything that he needs to do.
I would say
he's
Tofu
doing
definitely has a
exactly what
better
he needs to
proximity
do.
here. So,
Definitely better proximity. I mean, a little bit of hiccups, a little bit in the chase, but I mean, nothing to get really freaky about overall. I don't know. I think Boost did have a better lead, but I think Tofu made the most happen there. I don't know, man. I want to see some replays, but if we have them.
I don't believe we had him on that one.
Don't have them on that one. That's okay. No worries. They're making big kisses out here in the pits.
Whoa,
in Six
what are you
Shadows.
doing here?
Whoa, hey.
Stick wants to get in
I
on
don't.
that.
Is this allowed?
I mean, I allow it. Oh my god.
Wait a minute.
What is this?
Okay, this is definitely allowed. This is allowed. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay.
So we do have
just
a
drove through
decision
Boost.
back.
We do have a decision. Go ahead, let them know.
So I'm going to close that gap in between the score a little bit. And Boost is going to take the point, bringing Spite up to 3, Trance at 4.
All right, we have a little bit of a comeback from the Spite boys.
That's going to put Boost at 2 points for the night.
Boost at 2.
Heretic
Look at him
also
go.
at 2 points for the
Oh,
night.
shaky legs over here.
Coming up next, we got Shadows in the chase and old buddy Scoot in the lead.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
This round's just the battle of the brothers, man.
Battle of the brothers again. I mean, like all these rounds are the battle of the brothers, but these guys are like brothers. Like this is
brothers.
brothers.
Like brothers.
Yeah, let's reset that light and we are off. Hot to trot, both of them. Scoot, big flick, Shadows right behind him. Shadows putting the hurt on the back tire of Scoot
Getting
here.
a little scary there, but no big upset. Oh, it's out of
big contact.
that is a decel zone, so Scoot is going to be able to take off on him there. Shadows catching back up to finish out the run.
Running quite inside to make it back up to where Scoot is.
Yeah, there he is.
Putting
He's
on a
got it.
show for the boys, but
He's driving for the boys for sure tonight. Letting them know.
oh, he's letting them know for sure. But definitely going to be a big, huge, fat, nasty deduction for Six Shadows here. But if anybody knows how to lay down a lead,
Maybe
it's your boy Six Shadows. He's the man who built these cars. He knows it.
top
Come
3
on.
podium of North America. He's good. Be all right.
He's good. He's decent. Big flicking in the first outer zone. Scoot chasing him down, but he doesn't have to do anything crazy here. Into the D-cell. Scoot handles it extremely well in the chase.
Slick throwing down
Getting
in the
right
amazing
up
lead.
to him.
But he is going to
Oh,
have
yeah.
to cause Scoot to make a mistake if he wants to have a chance here.
He is, and if he does something nasty in the lead, we will notice. So he can't do anything too nasty. And he does throw down an amazing lead, but I don't think it's going to make... Oh!
Is that before the zone? Was it before the zone?
I don't know. This is replay time. I do not know, Sir Slay. What do you think?
I think it was before the zone. All right, so
Think it
we
was
have the
before the barrier?
side-by-sides here. Gonna
Let's see
watch-
the side-by-sides.
Okay, so I'm watching run up in the corner here, run 1. Scoot.
Run 1 and run
Ooh.
2 are the same right now. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay.
Oh, let's go up. Bring up this
It
run. a
was
little bit
before the
bigger.
end. He
It
is.
was,
and if
huh?
he does something nasty in the lead, we will notice. So he can't do anything too nasty. And he does throw down an amazing lead,
Slow
but I
down a
don't
little
think it's
bit
going to make...
here.
Oh!
Is that before
right
the
there.
zone? Mistake if he wants to have a
Man.
chance. That is a hard place to be there.
Damn.
And the judges are going to say OMT. They want to see it again. That one mistake just, that's going to push it
One
to
mistake
the
called it
OMT.
all.
We're going to let the drivers get some new tires gone, have them come up to the gate again. We're going to have Sick in the chase, Scoot in the lead. I'm enjoying the new productions, man. I enjoy the replays. I think it really, Oh, they're getting a little touchy there before the gate.
Just doing some kisses. Here we go. We're off. Scoot in the lead. Nice flick. Shadows right behind him, but he has
he
to
didn't
drag
hit
a
the
little
wall,
bit of
though.
tire. That was close. What a save from Six Shadows in the chase.
Shadows is learning the decel zones, and he's looking very nice. Oh, a little bit of a roll.
Oh no!
Spoke too soon. I'm sorry.
Commentator's curse from Team Trance himself.
I'm sorry. Going to this last zone, though. Ooh.
An extra contact from the chase.
And he's going to let him know, how it goes sometimes.
And a disconnect from server. That was probably that could be an AI file thing. I had that glitch one time, and I just ended up deleting it. So 6 game crash. Okay, his game just crashed. So we'll just get him back in. Scoot, get yourself some new tires if you want.
And while we're doing this, might be a good time just to run some commercials from our sponsors. How do you feel about that?
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Give you guys a couple minutes here, get everything back in order, and we'll see you guys here in a second. and we are back. Six sitting at the line here, waiting for Scoot to pull up for the chase.
At the line. Oh,
we're going to the second half of this battle.
And we are in the second group, right?
Oh yeah, we're about halfway through the whole event. We're on the third
About
heat of the
halfway.
second run. We are NHL rules, so
halfway.
only 3 quarters here. Or 3 quarters, 3 innings.
Well, 3 halves would be wrong too. I
Yeah,
don't know what it would be. Periods.
What am I, a fucking half? Come on.
Periods. 3 periods. And we are in halfway through the second period and 6 shadow. Oh,
Ooh, a little bit of tap from
contact
Scoot
off
before
initiation.
initiation. I think that will be.
initiation.
Do we want to go ahead and restart that?
Was that contact on initiation?
That was before initiation. It was before the initiation line.
Let's do a restart. Yeah, let's do a restart. I think. Let's see what the judges have to say and see if they call a restart.
Judges.
And it's gonna be a restart.
Restart it is. And Sick is ready. And they are off. Sick in the chase, Scoot in the lead. Nice flick entry from Scoot. Sick right behind him, letting him know. Filling that zone out very
Letting
nicely.
him know and putting the pressure on, but in the decel gives him a little bit of contact again. Nothing to knock him off line, but lets him know he's there.
I think Sick knows he's just trying to have some fun on this, put on a show, get some style points in there, you know. Scoot, though, looking very nice. Made my stomach curl up there. I thought you might have hit the wall there, but he no problem at all. Very nice run.
Right in there the whole way through. So, sheesh. Oh yeah, they assumed OMT. So it looks like. Oh wait. No. What's going on here? They assumed OMT, so it's. I don't know if that's correct. We'll send them off to do a run, but we need to make a call here from the judges. Let's do a good old helicopter cam.
Big fan of this layout too. Really nice to look at. I think once we get this one out to the public, I think it's going to be one we're going to see on a lot of servers.
All right, we got a call. You want to let them know?
Yeah, so looks like Team Spite's making that comeback after all. He's going to bring the Spite boys up to 4 points and get himself a point in the process. So, Team Spite 4, Team Trance 4.
We're tied, ladies and gentlemen.
We are tied.
I'm so excited.
Going into the
God,
fourth.
Dude, I love it here. This is my favorite place. Can anybody give me a drink? Dude, I'm ready to go.
I need a margarita, nice Paloma, perhaps.
I need a margarita on the rocks. Come on, Mr. Dr. Sit. Let's make this happen, dude. Give me that nasty lead. I got my Spite shirt on. I'm drinking nothing, actually.
Sit is going to be going against Ethan, man. Ethan did take his first battle, so we'll see what happens.
I know, dude. Ethan's laying it down tonight. It's going to be a nasty one here.
Yeah, Ethan will be in the chase. It will be in the lead going into this first half here.
Oh, we'll have to see what has to happen here. I don't know. I'm nervous.
I got a lot of faith here.
Sit with a little bit of a gap off the lead, taking off, but Ethan closing it very quickly.
Oh, easily going into the nice big figure 8 zone. Ethan right on his door. Both drivers filling the zones nicely. Great transition from both drivers. Ethan a little bit shallow, but he is right on the door there.
Right on the door and making, oh man, a little bit of trap on transition, but nothing to offset Mr. Dr. Sit.
Behind a little
Maybe
bit,
a little bit of a deduction from the judges, but it didn't offset the lead driver. I mean, Sit laid down a nearly perfect lead, and that's just not me being a spike guy talking.
Oh no, it was a great
He's locked in on that car. He knows that car very well, but Ethan knows his car very well too.
Oh yeah.
And Ethan put down an immaculate chase. So it's going to be fun to see how the second half of this plays out.
Yeah, I think it is going to come down to Ethan having to put down a great lead run here, but Chase is going to have to do their job of closing that proximity, because Ethan, in his chase, did have great proximity through the whole track. But so far, it's looking really nicely. Ethan, no wobbles, no corrections, very stable, great angle, doing what he should be doing.
Yeah, he's doing everything he needs to do, but Sit a little bit closer, I think, overall. I don't know. What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say to back up your trance boy?
I don't know, man. I might have to see some. It looked very good. That might even be an OMT run deciding what the judges are feeling like.
Well, let's watch the replays and let's see what the judges have to say. How about that? Can we compromise there?
Maybe. They allow me to here. All right,
we got some
messing up here. There we go. Maybe.
Here we go. We're in it now. Yeah, Sid just has that proximity in the chase. And I mean, while Ethan was there, it was like he had to surge between each transition to get back on the door, where Sid, with the absence of that final, or not final outer zone, but that fourth outer zone, he was there on transition. I don't know. I think this is moving towards Sit, but we'll have to see what the judges have to say. I think we have the decision.
Yeah, judges are going to have to agree with you. Looks like we have all three going for Sit on that one, which I guess puts Spite in the lead 5-4. As we go into the final heat of round 2, we are going to have...
We are turning it around, gentlemen.
Yeah, I want to talk about it, all right? I want to talk about this.
Oh, we're talking about it, okay? Because Rainer right here going up against none other than Nebbish, who has been locked in tonight.
Insane.
I mean, Rainer
in the first round.
Nebbish was insane in the first round, but Rainer, nothing to shake. I mean, none to be scared.
He knows what he's doing.
Something to be scared of. He knows what he's doing.
All right, going into this first round here, both drivers taking off. Nebbish keeping a nice proximity, easy entry there. A little bit of lag, perhaps. I'm seeing some lag from Nebbish, perhaps?
Maybe. We'll see if we see something in the chat. If we can get something in the chat on YouTube or anything, just let us know if Nebbish was having issues there.
Yeah, I was definitely seeing some stuttering going on. Rainer is going to finish out that lead. Yeah, everybody's saying lag in the chat.
He had lag. Okay, let's just redo that one.
Yeah, no worries.
I think judges would agree.
I kind of saw the stuttering at the initiation. I was like, oh, I think he might be lacking.
Yeah, get you some new tires. Let's run her back.
Try that one more again, huh?
One more.
One more again, man.
Let's see what Nebbish is thinking.
Looking real nice in the trance uniform there. He's got his neons on. Glowing red. Trance red. Man's angry.
He's pissed. And we are off. A little bit of a hesitant start. Maybe a late initiation from Rainer. But nonetheless, we are in it.
He's just closing up that gap, though. No problem. He's going to keep his angle, keep his momentum, and just, going to let the car work for him.
He's letting it work, and he's giving Rainer a little bit of space, but he's definitely putting the pressure on at the same time.
Definitely.
He's walking that tightrope of what do I do to keep myself safe but also put the pressure on. I think he saw that Rayner had a late initiation, and he's not sure if judges are going to give a 0 or a deduction for that. So I think that was a strategic play from Nebbish there in that run.
All right, going into the second half of this battle, Nebbish in the lead, Rayner in the chase. I see initiation.
Here we go, Nebbish,
from Nebbish.
clean initiation.
Locking in early and just taking off. Rayner closing that gap. A little bit of a wall tap from Rayner there.
The wall.
Nebbish going to keep going on his maintaining the momentum. Great angle, great proximity. Transitioning to the last outer zone before they come out of the big figure 8. There's a slight decel here. Nebbish is not going to use that. He's just going to go straight for it as Rayner takes the bait and goes right into the wall.
Man. Yep, I think this is pretty clear that Nebbish is going to take this one.
The judges are going to agree, and we're going to tie it up one more time tonight.
Tie it up again. We have a 5 and a 5.
So you're going into the.
Someone has to be the winner in the end of the third period, right? You know.
And I think they're giving a little show out there at the end of the second round here. I think we're going to take a short intermission break here. Let the drivers collect themselves. Let the judges and everybody get everything up in order. We'll go into the third and final round here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Gonna
run a commercial here. Yeah, stay in tune.
Run some commercials?
Yeah, stay tuned. Don't walk away. Watch the stuff, buy the things. See you guys here in a minute.
Sounds great.
All right, we're back.
And we are back and happy to be here in Mexico City, Mexico at the Rivals Arena.
Brought to you by Chewy himself.
Chewy himself, the man who caught the Chewy from James Dean last night.
And got the
At
Jordan.
Irwindale. He got the golden shoe, dude. He got the 93 Jordan, or the 96 Jordan, sorry. And yeah, don't.
Yeah, I think our next driver is coming into round 3, are already ready to go. So we got Ethan Turner in the lead.
We got Ethan and
Scoot in the
Scoot.
chase. They're just sitting there ready to go. Look at him.
Look at him, just ready to go, ready to get into it.
Yeah. So third and final round here. We got tied game, but only 5 more races, so it's not going to end on a tie.
Will not end on a tie, and these drivers know that, and they got to put down their best leads and chases and runs right here. And
Ethan is. He's just taking off, man. He locked it in there and said, "See ya."
The D-cell. He says, "I don't need it."
Going into the big outer zone there. Ethan on mark, no correction. Scoot catching up, closing that proximity very nicely. Good transition for both drivers going into the long glass bank here. This is the part I'm curious at, because it seems like a lot of drivers just take off in that last outer zone there, leaving a little bit of a gap between the chase. But no issue from Scoot on that one.
No big issue. I think a little bit of shallowing up in between that 4 and 5, but I don't know. I wouldn't knock him for it too hard. We'll have to see, though.
Yeah, we'll see going into the second half here. Ethan in the chase, Scoot in the lead. Good initiation from Scoot going into the first outer zone here.
Good initiation, and as they go through the very slight D-style, Ethan has that good proximity, but shallows up a little bit in the second outer. Scoot running a nice clean line in the lead. Definitely. Ethan locking to the door where he needs to be, when he needs to be there.
I think Ethan just needs to, lock it in. Coming into this last outer zone, both drivers nice
Scoot
and shallow.
Missing most of the final outer zone.
And I'm not sure if he hit that wall before or after.
I think it was just after, but he also missed most of the final outer zone. I don't know.
We'll see what the judges
I think this leans Ethan, but it could be an OMT. I think this is a good candidate for it, but I think we have a decision already.
Yeah, I think judges are going to give it to Ethan on that one. Starting the third round off with France in the lead, 6-5. That is going to be
France win.
2 wins tonight for Ethan. Definitely a good night for him.
2 for Ethan. Good event for Ethan. And who do we have up next?
So coming up next, we're going to have Heretic in the lead against Rainer.
Ooh, this will be fun to watch.
Nice little Corvette.
We got a Heretic, little Corvette, little Z action.
These are 2 drivers I've seen driving a lot together this past week, too. So I think they're going to be very familiar with each other. We're going to see a good, clean battle.
I think so. I agree.
Right. Lined up. Heretic in the lead. Rainer in the chase. They're off. Expecting a nice.
They're off.
Taking off a little bit shallow. Dropping back very quickly, though. No big deal coming into this big section 8 here. Filling out the zone very nicely.
Heretic filling it out really nicely, but Rainer right in the shadow where he needs to be. Not letting Heretic get any upper hand on him as they go from the 3rd outer to the 4th outer zone. But Heretic is putting that right tire right on that outer paint.
Rainer with and Heretic
what
is
happened
also
there? Both drivers.
Man.
Into the wall, 0-0. We have a clean slate going into the second half of the battle. What's going to go down?
That is a scary place to be. But also, go either way.
You don't want to be in the lead or the chase in this situation.
Oh, I'd agree with that. I think Rainer does have a chance to put down a nice lead, though. But Heretic is definitely going to put on some pressure onto Rainer, make sure he doesn't get that, 100-point lead.
Oh, yeah. Rainer
falling
in the
behind
lead.
a little bit. Rainer taking
And
off.
a commanding lead.
And,
But dropping maybe two. Yeah, they're on that second outer zone.
Dropping
and
another
two.
There. Heretic catching up, closing that proximity though.
If Rainer can keep his tires in there, he might have something, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell after both drivers technically zeroed the first half of the run.
This lap hands
Judges might just in a competition like this, judges might just give a sacrificial OMT.
Yeah, we'll see what they got to say.
We'll see.
And I think yeah, they agree. They're going to give it an OMT for these two.
I don't think that's something that would happen in a more like strict competition, but since this is our competition, we make the rules. These are our boys.
We do what we want.
We do what we want.
America.
So
something like that.
And that's how it's going to happen. Because The Rock. I don't know.
I like The Rock.
Anyway,
Cool guy.
I like The Rock. Rock was cool.
Right,
Not as cool as Stone Cold, but
oh yeah, Stone Cold is a king, man. But yeah, going into the second half or the first half of this OMT battle, Heretic a huge lead out in front of Rainer here. Good transition.
Big lead and a nice clean lead too.
You can stop saying second lead. It's a figure eight. What's wrong with you?
Figure eight, whatever. You know.
Slight difference. Heretic looking very nicely. Great lead. Going into this last outer zone, making sure he gets close to that wall, but not close enough.
Oh God, sorry.
Oh no, the drone was wrong.
I lost it for a minute there. Sorry, gentlemen.
Very solid lead run from Heretic there. Rainer though, no, he has it in him to match that lead run. Uh-oh. Little car camera pit, no action, you know.
We're back off. Here we go.
Rainer. Ooh, I think that was a late initiation from Rainer.
But it looked late, man.
Going into this figure eight. Both drivers looking very nicely. Heretic nice and stay. Oh man, I'm talking too soon. I need to just stop
Big
talking.
mistake.
I feel like every time I say something about the drivers, they mess up.
Big mistake out of Heretic there. Oh man, this is gonna be a replay call, I believe. I don't know.
Both drivers coming across the line there. A little replay action here. Maybe we can get some breakdown, a little bit of insight here. The Rainer has a good lead there on Heretic, but wobbles there. Nothing too crazy. He did have
nothing crazy.
He did have better proximity in his chase.
He had better proximity in his chase and a pretty commanding lead.
Absolutely.
But there was a late initiation, and here's part of the thing with the late initiation, right? There may be some edits to the track down the road. The lead up to the initiation is pretty short. So the judges may give a little bit of leeway there, and I would understand if they did. So
and it sounds like the judges are going to say Rainer will take that point on that one.
All right, we are tied up again. We're tied up again. So yeah, part of the reason why this track isn't released is because part of the reason is we're testing it.
Getting it all worked out.
Giving it the old college try, you know.
But yeah, I think going into the third battle here, we have Tofu leading Mr. Dr. Sit.
This is going to be a good one. Sorry, I was having a coughing fit.
You're good, man.
But we're back. 2 rounds, 2 unreleased tracks. We're working on it. we got some things in the pocket, all right? Like, clearly we've been cooking.
Take some time to make sure it's all nice and tight. You know, we want to make it 100% before we give it out to you people to have some fun with and make videos or do whatever you want to. Make sure it's the best experience.
We want it to be finalized, you know? And so, and this, I mean, look at, you know, it's just, it's in testing phase. Let us test. Let's do a thing. We'll get it to you. Don't worry. In due time.
I believe we're waiting on Tofu at the starting gate here. Mr. Dr. Sit already ready to go in that chase spot.
And here comes a Mr. Tofu on his way to the line.
Tofu looking good tonight. He did take one of the rounds, so see if he can get another one under his belt. Sit, though, already taking the first 2 rounds of his battles. So.
Sit, big shit talker, but big backer upper. So.
Right, and they are off.
We are indeed off.
Tofu out front, a little bit shallow, but he does have that wheel inside of the zone. Very nice transition, maybe
for now until it drops a little bit, an out or 2.
1 tire's fine. We're gonna keep that going. A little bit deeper in the zone, but he does need to close up that proximity between him and Tofu.
He's got to close up that proximity to make any kind of leeway here, especially in the second half. But it's hard to keep up with those Mustangs, man.
We got a short
wheelbase against the long wheelbase.
Tofu getting really close to dropping out of that zone.
Getting really close to it, but I think he kept it in for the most part. And, you know, I said short wheelbase against long wheelbase. The Mustang is one of the longer wheelbase cars in the pack. The Corolla is not that short of a wheelbase. I mean, really look at it.
Well, not too bad at all. All right, going into the second half here.
Too short, so it's a little bit deceiving.
Mr. Sit taking off. Tofu closing that gap up, though, no problem. Keeping an angle. A little bit of a wall tap, but he keeps the angle. Not going to take him fully out of drift. So going into this
Not going to take him out. He still has an opportunity to make something happen here, and he's got to make it happen now.
Yeah, he's got to make this transition really nice, you know, rock it into the side of it right there, just as it did. Close up that proximity going into this last outer zone. Might not quite get there.
Able to do it. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take the run.
Let the judges sit on that one here for 1 second. They got us. And the judges are going to give Sit a perfect night. He's going to take his 3rd point.
Oh, he's going to take all 3, is he?
And raise Spite into the lead by 1. Team Spite 7, Team Trans 6. You know, little donuts for the boys. Nothing but love.
And end with a kiss.
So, in the 3rd round, Sit being the only person with 3 points.
Interesting. Well, we may not have a face-off at the end of the night, but
yeah, we
could still see it happen.
Bun.
We got Nebbish and Bun.
Yeah, going into this next battle here, Nebbish in the lead, Bun in the chase, closing up that distance very nicely, locking in. Nebbish taking off a little bit on it, though.
Taking off a little bit, but Bun Shiesty dropping
2 on it.
I don't know. I think he kept that back one on the line. But a little bit shallow in this 3rd outer zone as he slides into the pocket behind Nebbish.
Nebbish looking very nice, as he has been all night, just locking it in where he needs to be. No wobbles, no corrections. He's very confident in his line. Bun, though, closing up that proximity, giving everybody a little bit of show at the end there.
Putting a little bit of purple on that red. I don't know.
Whoa, hey now. A little red on your purple. Get it right.
Yeah, I think he was putting purple on the red, man.
Purple,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we gonna kiss fight again?
I'm gonna kiss you. All right, going to the second half of this battle. Nebbish.
Big flick. Looking
closing
good.
that proximity.
Nebbish right there in the shadow.
And into the big section. I think that's the hardest part of the whole track, is getting in and out of this section A. I think that's proven all night. Overshooting it, going into the wall, going out of the zone.
Oh, yeah.
Both drivers are showing you how it should be done. Very
little
tight
bit of
transition
contact there on contact or on transition. I think there was contact on transition there. I saw an upset in Bun Shiesty's car.
Nebbish is on his door, man.
Nebbish was on his door, but I don't know about the contact, brother. I don't know.
Hey,
this
bro,
is a replay time. This is a good time for a replay. I don't know.
We like stuff like that, and if you want to put a little rub in, a little like that's fine.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm trying to back away from it, but
right there, is that what you're talking about? I didn't see nothing, bro.
Just a little bit, dude.
I'll break it down real good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, give me that Madden 2002 breakdown.
Both drivers are showing you how it should be done. We got Nebbish in the chase. Ooh, right there.
A little bit of contact there on contact or on transition. I think there was contact on transition there. I saw an upset in Bun Shiesty's car.
Nebbish is on his door all night, overshooting it, going into the wall, going out of the zone.
Oh yeah.
Both drivers are showing you
a little bit of an upset. It didn't upset him going into that last zone,
but a
little bit of contact there on contact. Or
I'm not seeing any correction on
I think there was contact on transition there. I saw an upset in Bun Shiesty's car.
Nebbish is on his right home all night, overshooting it, going into the wall, going out of the zone.
Oh,
That's my opinion. Both drivers are showing you how it should be done. Great run from both drivers, I will say that much.
Oh man, this is shaped up to be an amazing night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good round of battles here. All right, so going into this, I believe we got 2 OMT and 1 Bun. It's looking like. So we're gonna see an OMT battle.
So. We're gonna see an OMT battle, and I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, if the drivers want to reset, get some brand new tires, we'll line you up and send you again. We got this and 1 more after this. Sadly,
1 more to decide the night.
I'm looking over my notes here, and I don't believe, unless Boost somehow takes his final run, it might be the king of the Rivals Arena.
Might be the king of Rivals Stadium or Rivals Arena. I thought it was Rivals Arena.
Stadium. I might have to double check with you on that. I'm not making.
We can change. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. No worries.
I'll make it. All right, going into this OMT round. Nebbish, he has a great entry into this track, man. He locks it in, takes off.
It's clean every time.
Super smooth going into this.
Oh, a little bit of a waiver in the lead. I don't know, man.
I didn't see much in the lead. I did see
Bun's got to close up.
All right, Nebbish going around, coming into this last big transition here. Ooh, Bun getting a little bit too crazy.
Up in the lead. Oh, see, we're on total different sides of the spectrum there.
I think that's fault on Bun Shiesty. That's what I got.
I saw a big shallow up in the lead. I don't know.
I got replays for this bad boy. I got the replays for this.
All right, well, let's see what happened here. Right. Nebbish looked like he locked it up there, man. I don't know.
Going into the second half of this battle, Bun in the lead, Nebbish in the chase.
Let's restart that. Contact on initiation. I think that's a clean restart. Yeah.
Nebbish shifted. It's wrong gear, he said. So we'll just go ahead and have you guys reline it up and we'll rerun it. Got Bun getting his tires nice and hot. Just to reset them, no big deal.
Nebbish, if you want to get some new ones, go for it. Hello. It's not your time to be on stream, okay? This is me and Slay's time.
All right.
And Shadow Realm's time. All right, we're rerunning the second half of this bad boy.
All right, so Bun taking off in the lead, Nebbish in the chase. Bun, big flick entry here. Nebbish right behind him, not leaving much of a gap. They go into the figure 8, looking really nice, really smooth. Locking in that zone very nicely. Nebbish is right on him in that transition. Get real nice and close to his
I
doors.
think he has to be. I think he was
Putting
at
on that
fault in
show.
the first half.
I would disagree. I think he's just securing his
We're gonna
win
kiss
here.
fight again, dude.
Going into the last outer zone here, keeping that proximity. Great chase, great lead, all around, great battle.
Oh, fantastic battle. I mean, nothing to be mad about here. But, whew.
All right, we ready to make sure
Pretty
that
nasty.
I think we can take a moment here to see this fault on Bun here.
Oh, yeah, fault on Bun here? Okay.
Yeah, let's see right here, going into this little turn right here.
If you could focus on the top left of your screen.
He was in the zone, and I saw fire. I saw the smoke.
He was so shallow, he was almost straight, feller. I don't know.
Almost. Let's see here.
I don't know,
I
man.
didn't see much in the lead. I did see a
Bun's
lap
gotta
for this
close
bad
up.
boy. I mean, look at him. We got
You
smoke.
think
We
so?
got
Okay, let's see,
momentum.
let's
We got
see.
smoke. We got momentum. We have a great transition. We got
transition here.
smoke. Look,
Bun
Bun just
getting
put
a
it
big
right into
shallow up
crazy.
in the lead. No
What are you doing there,
way,
Bun?
man.
You're gonna do that to my guy there, Bun?
He was.
I don't
he was
know,
about
man.
to
I didn't see
go
much in the
into
lead. I
circle.
did see a
Bun's gotta
commercial
Getting
close
into that
up.
great. Look at that, just locking it in. No corrections, really stable. Boom! From Bun, just putting it into my
transition
man's
here.
car there.
Ooh, Bun
Ooh,
getting a little
big
bit too
shallow up
crazy.
in
You
the
see that?
lead.
One more time, right here.
I'm so
right
sorry.
Here, right here. Hold on. Hold on, buddy.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know,
I
man.
didn't see
point it
much
out
in the
for you.
lead. I
I'm
did
gonna
see a
walk
Bun's
right
gotta
here.
close up.
Eyes in the box. Let's make sure we're watching here. You guys ready? Going around.
Going into
Boom! Look at that.
big
Oh, look at that.
transition
Chase.
here.
Chase driver.
Ooh, Bun
No
getting a little bit
way.
shallow.
Chase driver. Contact on
Just
Chase.
because there's contact on Chase does not
Contact
mean
on
it's the
Chase.
Chase's fault, okay? That's Nebbish's fault. He parked it.
All right. So it's a good thing I'm not
He
a judge.
parked it.
Good thing I'm not a judge, because the judges are going to say that Bun is going to take that round, securing him a point. And not only
Bun
him.
Shiesty putting down a point for spite.
Yeah, man,
2
what
in
is
the
this?
lead.
And I think
Ayo, I think I know what that means.
Spite's going to take
What does that
the night,
mean?
man.
Spite's gonna take the night. Do a little burnout donut for the Spite boys, Bun.
I want to remind you all, though, France is still winning the series by 1 point. We went into this.
Okay, this
Wait.
is really
Well,
cool.
we're doing 2 points. Are we ahead by 2 points in the series? We'll figure out the math later, but we still got one more run here.
Whatever.
One more run here.
Whatever.
Just because you won the show doesn't mean you won the war.
Well, Sit,
They can
Hold on.
lead against Boost here.
correct me if I'm wrong, but because Sit
Oh.
will take the night, that's an extra point.
Oh, it is. It is. But we have one more battle, too, so.
We do have.
We
one
have
more
Captain
battle.
Bluehawk stepping up for your Boost here. Boost did have to step out. So, if you didn't know, Bluehawk is the captain of Team Spite. So, he's going to step in for his driver as we go into the final round here. Final battle, final round. Big Shadows of
Final
lead.
battle, final round,
Yeah.
and I think we have to do an in-chat countdown. So I will go ahead and kick this off.
They are off. Boom.
And we are off. And Six Shadows,
Shadows,
with a big,
great
nice,
lead
clean
here.
initiation.
Locked in there. Blue acting like he's been driving the track all night, though.
Acted like it and putting down
Quite
quite a good chase
Six
for not
Shadows.
having any practice.
Big Shadows is being Six Shadows, though. Locked in. No corrections. Very nice. Going into this last outer zone. Putting down textbook lead here from Six. And a great chase from Blue there. Give the man some
Great
clappers
chase
in the
from
chat.
Blue, man.
Give it up to him.
That's
Man
fantastic.
stepping
man.
up and
I
doing the
mean,
damn thing. That's a coach if I've ever seen one.
That's a coach right there, man. I mean, you can't fault Spite for nothing. All right, it's a big time. But all right, we'll see. We'll get them kicked off here, in a 3 and a 2, and a 1,
Final,
and a go.
yep. Final round of the night here. Blue in the lead.
Final
Sick.
round of the night.
Sick, right on Blue's door. Oh, Blue gonna put it into a
Blue
wall.
in the
a little bit
wall
there.
without contact.
Sick at all though. He's gonna keep the drift in play. Going into this big transition here, right on his door, give him a little bit of tap. Blue, looking very nice though. Nice and stable. Good transition here, very nice lead. A little bit of tap maybe in that transition from Sick, but no big deal.
Maybe.
And we are going to the final outer zone here, crossing the line. Great run, great sportsmanship. That's what it's all about.
Great run, great sportsmanship. Fantastic night. I mean, I'm blown away. Great track, great driving. I mean, just everyone's throwing down tonight. Everyone did throw down tonight. I'm just
These teams,
elated to
man,
be here.
Continue to show how fair these teams are, because Team Trance is going to take the point on that one. Ending it with Team Trance 7, Team Spy 8. But we do have the king of Mexico City, Mr. Dr. Sit, taking all 3 rounds. He's going to take an extra point, not for himself, but for the team as well, bringing him up to 4 points. Team Spy to 9 points.
There we go. And speaking of Mr. Dr. Sid, here he comes for a little victory lap.
Letting people know the king is here. And I hope everybody's ready for a week long hearing Mr. Dr. Sit brag about this one.
Oh, yeah. He deserves to. He threw down tonight.
The man talked his shit and he backed it up. So
he talked his shit and he backed it up. And so, I mean, that's fair enough. I can't fault him for that at all. So, but while we're talking about fantastic, professional, amazing drivers, next weekend, Friday and Saturday, go watch 2 of our boys, Chewy and Six Shadows, compete in the ESDA World Finals round, live on the ESDA YouTube channel.
it's going to be a good time.
So make sure you go check that out. It's going to be a good time.
The World Championship, not just regional.
World Championship. This is not regional. This is the World ESDA Championship. So make sure you go check that out. But Slay, I'm going to have you send us off tonight.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody tuning in, you know, making Rivals what it is. I think everybody at Shadow Realm wants to say thank you for making this what it is for us, you know. We're trying to create a community for anybody and everybody, all skill levels. If you're new, if you're pro, it doesn't matter. You come hang out with us, join us in the Shadow Realm, you know. We're going to be doing more competitions like this. Maybe next year you see something like this, maybe open to the public, you know. So make sure you're following us in the Discord, you're following us on the social medias, and come join us next time, round 3.
Always, anytime, we will be there. We love you guys. We thank you for coming out and supporting us and showing us a good time, because we like to show you a good time in any way we can. So thank you all, and have a good night. Let's have a good week this week, gentlemen. What do you say?
Yeah, do good, be good, do good things. Appreciate y'all for coming in.